Hello students, welcome back. I hope you all are busy with your kitchen garden. Yes, busy? Okay, let's start this new session. Okay, before we start with the new session, I feel that we will have a quick recap of what we learned in the prior classes. So let's have a quick recap what we learned prior. I hope you remembered last time I explained you about the agriculture practices, right? The farmer follows different steps or follows different agriculture practices for getting a good crop, right? So these steps which he follows are called as what we can say the task that he does. There are 7 steps in that. The first is preparation of soil, in which he prepares the soil by tilling or plowing. The next step is sowing the seeds, means he selects the seeds and sow the seeds properly. After that, the farmer adds manure and fertilizer to the field or to the crops so that he gets proper yield. Right after that is the irrigation, that is giving water to the plant. Next is protecting the plants from the weeds, right? That unwanted plants are to be removed. Next is harvesting, in which the field is harvested, the crop is harvested, and last step is storage. So these are the 7 steps that the farmer follows in the agriculture. These are called as agriculture practices. Now let's go for the first step which we learned last time, that is preparation of soil. What is done in preparation of soil? In preparation of soil, the farmer, what he does is tills the land or plows the land properly. Now tilling and plowing of this land have different advantages. That is, because of that, the roots get aerated. Then we can say that increase in the number of friendly microorganisms or useful microorganism number increases. It add humus to the soil and many more, right? I hope you remembered all these advantages, right? The next step is leveling of land, that is done with the help of a wooden plank or a iron leveler, right? Now after that was the agriculture implements or tools that the farmer uses, that is plow, hoe, and the modern cultivator. Okay, the last thing that we learned in this session was about the exciting activity of starting your own kitchen garden. Yes, I hope you are doing the activity. Yes, so let's start with the today's session. In this uh, today I'm going to explain you about sowing, and the second important thing which I'm going to explain you is about adding manure and fertilizer. Let's start with the first one, that is sowing. Okay, this is the second step that the farmer follows after what we can say preparation of the soil. Now this sowing of the seed is nothing but a process in which the farmer plants the seeds in the field. This step is very, very important because if the farmer doesn't sow proper seeds, he is not going to get proper yield. So this is a very important step in agriculture, right? Now the sowing is done by different ways. The first way by which the sowing can be done is by hand sowing. Means what the farmer does is he sows the seed in the field with his own hand. One by one the seeds are sown. Now this is really a very difficult task, we can say, if the farmer is going to do hand sewing, because it requires great precision. Precision is nothing but, we can say, a lot of accuracy in sewing the seeds, and the seed should be at a proper length, desired rate, as well as the depth should be also proper, right? So this is really a difficult task. Now the second way the farmer sows the seed is he takes the handful of the seeds in the hand and just sprinkles the seeds in the land which is prepared by him. Now, on the land which is prepared by him. Actually, this is called as broadcasting, right? The last step or method by which the farmer sows the seeds is using a seed drill. Nowadays, modern seed drills are used by the farmer, but even traditional seed drills are there with which the farmer used to use in ancient times also, right? So we will find out what is a traditional sowing seed drill and then go to the modern one. Now, before that, I would like to show you a picture wherein you can see in this broadcasting means what he is doing is taking the seeds and just putting in the land in which he has prepared, right? So next is seed drill. This is a modern seed drill which we are going to talk about later. Now let's see what is a traditional tool for sowing. Now in traditional tool for sowing, it is made up of wood. It's a wooden structure, right? And it has a funnel, shape of a funnel. Then to this funnel, seeds are filled in this funnel, and to this through this funnel there are few pipes, 2 to 3 pipes which are passing, right? And at the end of this pipe there is a sharp end. Now what happens is when the farmer puts the seeds in this funnel, the seeds one by one flow from this funnel into the pipes, and then they are sown into the soil because of the end which is very sharp and it peers into the soil. So in this way the seeds are sown by the farmer, right? Now this is, I am sharing a picture wherein you can see the traditional method of sowing, in which you can see the farmer is using this traditional tool. You can see this funnel. Yes, this is a funnel in which he puts the seeds. Then you can see this pipe, okay? And at the end you can see this sharp end, can you see, which appears into the soil, right? So this is the traditional method by which the farmer sows the seeds, and it is pulled with the help of a pair of a ox or a bull, right? Now, children, if the farmer is going to sow the seeds, he needs to select the seeds properly. The selection of the seeds is very important. Now, why do you think the selection of the seeds is important? Children, if the farmer do not select proper seeds, what will happen? The seed, if he sows the damaged seed, what is going to happen? They are not going to grow, and if they don't grow, the farmer is not going to get proper yield. Am I right? So selection of proper healthy seeds or good quality seeds is very, very important if the farmer wants a high yield, right? So this selection of seeds is very important. So the farmer might be using some method for selecting, yes. So for selecting the seeds, the farmer uses a simple method which is called as a water test. In this water test, what is done is the farmer takes a bucket full of water, and in that he puts the seeds which he is going to sow. He will stir it and keep that for 15 minutes. After that, what will happen? The seeds which are healthy, they will sink into the water, right? They will go down into the water, and the seeds which are damaged, which are unhealthy, which are eaten by the insects, we can say, which will not sprout, they are going to float on the water because they are empty, right? Because that they are lighter, so they will float. And so the farmer does this test before sowing the seeds in his field, so that what happens is he gets the good healthy seeds, and he can use this healthy seeds for sowing, so that he gets the bumper crop. Now this activity which I explained you just now, I want you people to do this activity in your home. This is an experiment in your lab manual. Okay. Now, a selection of healthy seed is the first experiment which you will be writing in your lab manual. In your lab, I hope you have got, everyone has got the lab manual. In the lab manual, you have to write the aim of the experiment, requirements. You will not write the theory, and only observation you will write, and diagram you will draw. Have I made it clear? Yes. Now what you have to do at home is this diagram you have to draw. At home, what you have to do, you have to take a glass of water. You can take any seeds you want, okay, and do this activity and observe the result. And then what you have to do, draw the diagram and write the observation in the lab panel. Yes, you can do this activity. Yes, I want my children to be, self-made. They can do it on their own things. Yes, I can trust you people and I can believe in you. Yes, so you are going to do this activity, and then in the live, what we can say, class, we will discuss about this. How many of you did this activity and how many of you got the result, right? So we will discuss in the live class about this activity. So you are going to do this and write in the results in the lab manual, observation in the lab manual. Okay, now let's go to the next part, that is modern seed drill. Now, what is a modern seed drill? As I told you that a traditional also seed drill was there, which is made up of wood. But nowadays the farmer uses a modern seed drill, which picture I just shared with you before, right? It is made up of iron. And because of this seed drill, it has become very easy for the farmer to sow the seeds, because he has to sow a large area, right? And so if he has to do it with the hand or with the traditional tool, it is very difficult. Nowadays this modern seed drill is driven by the tractor, right? And so it becomes easier for the farmer to sow the seed. Now, what are the advantages of this modern seed drill? The advantages are, you all know that if it is being driven by the tractor, it will be having a uniformity at the proper distance and proper depth also the seeds are sown. Then it ensures or makes sure that once the seeds are sown, they are to be covered with the soil. If the seeds are not covered with the soil, what is going to happen? It might happen that if the seeds are open, they will be eaten by the birds or insects, and then there will be the loss of seeds, right? But this is not done because of the modern seed drill. Now, sowing by the seed drill saves the time as well as labor and money of the farmer, right? So this is what we can say advantages of modern seed drill. Now, what happens if the seeds are grown very close to each other? Why the appropriate distance is to be maintained for between the seeds? Children, you all know that all the seeds need to grow. You have studied germination, and they need sunlight, nutrients and water to grow. Now, if in one place only many seeds will be there, what is going to happen? Each seed needs proper sunlight, nutrient and water. Now, what is going to happen if they don't get this? It will be difficult for the plants to grow. So it is very, very important that farmer has to find out that there is no overcrowding in the field. Whatever seeds are sown, after growing, he has to remove the what we can say the crowded seeds from seedlings from that field, so that the seeds or plants get proper nutrients, they get proper sunlight and also water to grow, and they will grow healthier. Yes, I hope you understood what I explained you just now. Now, I am sending a link to you which deals with this topic which I just now explained, that is sewing. It's quite interesting. Please watch this link and then come back to my class. Yes, seen the link? Was it interesting? Yes. Now, one more exciting thing to do. I explained you about your kitchen garden project, right? You can add one more thing in this kitchen garden project. That is, one thing you can do is you can grow your own veggies now. That is microgreens here, right? And this microgreens can be used in the salads. You can use in while when you eat your what we can say, burgers and many other things, right? So how to grow the microgreens? I am sending this link. You can watch this video and grow your microgreens and give to your family a healthy food to eat. Yes, everyone in your family will be happy to eat this microgreens, right? Okay, you have to click the picture when you will grow this microgreens. Yes, so watch this video and come back to my class. Okay, I have explained you about the sowing of seeds, very important task. After the seeds are sown, the farmer has to add manure and fertilizer, right? Now, what is manure and fertilizer? First of all, the substance which is added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of plant is called as manure and fertilizers, right? Now, what is manure? Manure is a natural fertilizer which we get from the plants and animals waste, right? Which a farmer can easily get in his field also by decomposing the organic matter, right? This manure contains nutrients, but as compared to fertilizers, I'm going to come back to that topic, fertilizers. Okay, as compared to fertilizers, the nutrient contents are less. Now, actually, why the farmer switches to the fertilizers? What is fertilizer? Fertilizer is chemical. It is made in the factories. And why it is so popular among the farmers? It is popular among the farmers because it gives quick results. Means what? Once you apply the fertilizer in your field, you will get the results very fast. The plants start growing faster, right? Because it is rich in nutrients. And so these have become more and more popular, we can say. Okay, now I hope you have understood what is manure and what is fertilizer. Okay, now, but why do you think the farmer has to give this manure and fertilizer to the field? What happens actually? Children, here I would like to share interesting fact. I hope you know, or if you don't know, just get this information. The thing is, if the plant want to grow, it requires 18 different nutrients to grow. How many? Oh my God, 18. Out of that, 3, that is air, water, yes, air, water and sunlight. It is easily available to the plants to grow, right? Now, what about the next 15 nutrients? Oh my God, these 15 nutrients, plant get it from the soil. Yes, from where? From the soil. To grow, the plant has to, how many nutrients the plant has to absorb? 15 nutrients. Now, what happens actually is the farmer is continuously growing the crop in the field. Yes, one after another, the crop is grown in the field. And so what happens then? Well, the whatever these nutrients which I told, which the plant is taking from the soil, will be used up, right? Now, when these nutrients will be used up, what will happen if the farmer again grows the crop? The newly grown crop will not get these nutrients, will not have these nutrients, and so what will happen? Is this is going to grow properly? The crop is going to grow properly or healthier? No, the crop is not going to grow properly. And then what will happen? It will hamper the yield of the farmer. That is, his production will he will get less production, and so what will happen? He will get less money. Now, what the farmer has to do? He needs to get good production, bumper crop, so that he earns more and more profit. Now, what the farmer started doing now? To replenish these nutrients, what he started doing? He started applying this chemical fertilizers. Why chemical fertilizers? I already told you that they give quick results and faster results. That's why the farmer is using this fertilizer. Now, what is to be done so that this problem can be solved, right? As I said, the nutrients are used up. Now, what is to be done so that the soil gets its nutrients back, right? Now, this method by which the farmer can get its soil rich in nutrient back is called as crop rotation. Now, this is an interesting process. Means what happens actually, as I told you, now if I'm growing one kind of crop, like if suppose in Maharashtra, we grow sugarcane many places, right? Or if we are growing wheat, or we are growing corn. Now what is going to happen? These are the crops that requires more nitrogen. I'm giving one simple example. Nitrogen, which is required for the growth of plant, that is used up by all these crops which we have grown. Now, what happens is the nitrogen is now less in the soil. Right? Now, what the farmer can do is, once if he has grown a crop like a corn, or we can say a maize, or we can say wheat, what the farmer can do is he can grow a leguminous plant. Now, leguminous plants have rhizobium bacteria. I have studied in 7th standard chapter, right? In 7th standard, you have studied this parasites and saprophytes and rhizobium bacteria and all that. Yes, yes, I hope you remember that. So what are rhizobium bacteria? These are the bacteria which absorb the nitrogen from this or from the atmosphere and convert into nitrogenous product so that it can be easily absorbed by the roots, right? So these are called as leguminous plants. Like for example, all kinds of beans, soya bean and all those French beans and all, then even pea, right? So all these which have legumes, which have pod, we can say, they are called as leguminous plants. So if you grow this leguminous plant, what will happen? The soil will naturally get nitrogen, right? And so what will happen? The balance of nitrogen can be easily done, right? So interesting. Did you get it what I said? Okay, so this actually is practiced by the farmer. He has to actually follow this. If he does that, it will be beneficial for the farmer to grow crop and get a bumper crop back, right? So this is about crop rotation, we can say. So here in India, I will give you an example what is done in India. If the wheat is grown, as I said, it uses more and more nitrogen from the soil. Then what it is done? After wheat, what is grown? A leguminous plant is grown, which will give back the nitrogen to the soil. Then the plant like potatoes can be, vegetables can be, like potatoes can be grown. And then what is done is, then for one season, the crop is followed. Means what is done? Nothing is grown in the field. Farmer will keep the field empty for some time, one season we can say. So what will happen? The soil will get time to replenish with all the nutrients. Are you getting it? Mulching is done means whatever is grown, whatever weeds and whatever plants are grown in the field, they are plowed with that only, and then decomposition of that particular plants is done in the field, which will increase the nutrients in the soil. So this is how it is done in India, crop rotation. What are the benefits of this crop rotation? It improves the fertility of the soil. Means fertility of the soil is increased, controls the pests and diseases, controls the weeds. Yes, weeds which are unwanted crops, plants which grow in the field, they are easily controlled. Then labor is occupied throughout the year, means he gets the time work throughout the year. He can do the work, which will help him to earn more money. Income is maintained throughout the year. That is why you get crop for full year, and so they can get money for full year. Farmer gets money for full year. Now, I am sending an video on crop rotation. Please watch this link. I am sending the link.